Hi there, this is Real Superseller, and I'm here to do a short review of the Fuji FinePix S2 Pro, because I'm selling this on eBay and I haven't seen a single video of an S2 Pro on YouTube, so I decided to make one. Alright. I originally purchased this camera for £900. You can see it from here. Yeah, that one. And this camera is aimed towards a semi-pro and professional market a few years ago. Alright, I will include in the sale a 512 megabytes compact flash card and 4 rechargeable batteries with a capacity of 800 mAh, and all the accessories are included, like the instruction manual, the software for FinePix, strap, USB cable, but that's the old USB cables. You might need a newer USB cable on eBay. It's only for £1 or from any computer shops out there. And we have the TV out cable over here, and of course the box is there. Alright, now I'm gonna make a short review of this camera. By the way, this camera, I've been using this as a backup camera for years, and I've used it mainly for wedding and portrait photography. So it's a really good camera that gives you a soft, nice tone, really ideal for portrait photography. It's a 6 megapixel camera that has a built-in interpolation to 12 megapixel. The 12 megapixel doesn't look really interpolated at all, because I tried to compare this resolution with an older Nikon 6 megapixel bodies, and I realized a lot of differences between the two, the 12 and the 6 megapixel. The 12 megapixel on this one, on the Fuji S2 Pro, resolves a lot more detail compared to the 6 megapixel the digital SLRs. Alright, now alright, so at the back I still have these protector for the LCD screen. Most owners have actually lost it, but I've never lost it because I always take care of this great camera. I even put a protective film on the screen, so that even if you take this off, you won't be able to scratch the screen itself. Now this screen has, I think, 112k dots, but even if it's 112k dots, for me it looks really awesome. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna show it to you later. So first I'm gonna show you the basic functions or basic buttons on the back. Here we have the function button with 4 sub buttons over here. We have the play button, we have the menu, we have the navigational buttons here. Now you have these slot for the compact flash card. Please take note that this camera only takes a maximum of 2 gigabyte flash card, so anything more than that is not accepted. So alright, so this is a 512 megabytes compact flash card that I'm gonna include on sale, right? So it has two memory slots. First is the compact flash type 2 card. The second one on top is the smart media. I suggest you using just the CF card because the smart media maximum capacity is 128 megabytes only, whereas for the CF card you can use a 2 gigabyte CF card. Now if you're using 4 gigabyte or 8 gigabyte compact flash cards, I know this is a bit complicated, but you have to partition it using a partition magic software on your Windows, and make the partition just 2 gigabytes, FAT16 and 64 kilobytes cluster size. Anyway, just search on the internet for forums on how to do that. Alright, so the 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 main exposure buttons are here. It's MASP, manual, aperture, shutter, and program. Right, you have the custom settings and the ISO function here. Right, now on the side you can see the drive mode. So you have the single, multiple burst or multiple shots. We have the timer, and we have the multi exposure bracketing. Right, on this side you have the shutter button and the flash and the exposure compensation. You can, there's a backlight button as well for both these screens. So you have the function screen and the main screen on top screen. For the front you have these drive mode, so that's focus mode, I mean. So we have the single focus mode and continuous mode and the manual mode over here. This is the lens release button. You have the flashlight here as well, very useful for dark situations. It's really useful. And you have the depth of field button over here. Now at the bottom, I'll just show you quickly. You have by the way, you have two sets of batteries here. First is the 4AA battery compartment, I'll show you later, and we have the CR123 battery compartment. It takes two CR123 battery here. Now it takes two types of batteries because this camera is based from F80 film camera, Nikon F80, and I forget the other one, but the F80 film camera. Alright, the first battery over here drives the these batteries drive the focusing systems, the focusing part, I think, and this battery over here is for the that's for the digital part, digital processing. But you can actually use just the 4 AA battery without the CR123. However, the focusing will be much slower and the performance is slow as well. So I suggest that you include a CR123 battery with this camera. It's really cheap on eBay. For around £6 you have the rechargeable one, so I suggest that you get the rechargeable one either on Maplane or on eBay, but it's much cheaper on eBay, including the charger. Alright, so I'm gonna close it now. Yeah, now I'll show you the battery compartment here. Okay, here we go. So I included 4 rechargeable batteries here, so that when you receive this item you can immediately use this for shooting. You can immediately test it. Alright, so I'm going to close it again. Right. On the side you have these 5 volts DC power supply. You have the TV out, and you have the USB cable. Alright, USB. You have Firewire here, same as the USB one. Alright, so I'm gonna turn on the camera now. Let's turn it on. Oh, by the way, the lens is not included for sale. It takes all Nikon F mounts, the manual ones and the newer autofocus ones, so for non-VR and VR lenses. So it takes all Nikon accessories, flash and everything, but for the flash it just takes the standard TTL flash, not the ITTL flash. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna test it now. So I turned it on. Now if the camera detects that what you're focusing on doesn't have enough light, the flashlight is automatically turned on here, which is really good to obtain focus. Alright, and this is how it sounds, the focusing. Right, if it doesn't focus, this is how fast it focuses. By the way, the lens that I'm using is a Tokina ATX Pro 28 to 70 f2.8 constant aperture. What else? What else? Alright, I think that's not yet. I'm gonna show you the maximum frames per second that it can do. Right, it's approximately 2 frames per second. Alright, let's try. I'm gonna go to manual. There you go. And let's I'll just switch the focusing mode to manual. Right, let's try. This is how it sounds. Yeah, that's the frames per second maximum shooting of this camera. Overall, this is a good camera. I recommend it highly for those starting seriously with photography. It's also recommended for those looking for a second body for wedding shoots or for portrait photography. Really good camera. Old camera, but still really good. Still producing superb images at maximum of 12 megapixels. So yeah, sorry about my review. This is my first review, so you have to excuse me for not being very active. Alright, so I hope it helps you, and I hope you buy my item. Alright, so that's all about it. Thank you very much. Good night.